Shelly Irene, Peace in the Meadow. It's been a while, but I have a new poem for you. Just wrote today, March 9th, 2026, and I've titled it Testimony. When I was barely 10, playing in the creek, a vivid vision of two children came to me. The first was a little girl that looked like my clone, and second, a dark-haired, dark-eyed boy was born. Over the next few years, more premonitions flooded in. Tow-headed, blue-eyed girl playing with him. It wasn't until the day my daughter arrived that I knew the kids in my visions were mine. 3 years later, my sweet boy showed up, just a young single mother with babies to love. I had so many plans, hopes, and dreams, but there was something my visions didn't see. My higher self knew I would grow from pain, knew I was strong enough to carry the weight. No mother should experience a child's loss, especially when the allegations are false. They claim I fed my babies cocaine, refused the drug test to clear my name, used a Polaroid picture of my bedroom at 14 to accuse me of not keeping my house clean. Even my lawyer got paid twice, taking both my parents' money and mine. He walked into the courtroom with a smile, shook hands with my folks, laughing a while. They even illegally adopted my kids. Never thought I'd forgive them for what they did. They alleged my son was Hispanic descent so that two Caucasians could adopt him. My son is half Apache in a state where the tribe should be involved in his fate. And the court denied a paternity test that would have proved he is indigenous. Everything happened so fast in court. Less than an hour, I was a mother no more. They finally had the power they sought to abuse and manipulate what couldn't be bought. They'd refuse to let me see them while maintaining they'd been abandoned. Packed all the cards and letters I sent in a box I later found in their attic. They told my babies that I never cared, that I was out partying instead of being there. The whole time I was working 16-hour days, so I could afford to fight back someday. Time flew by. Didn't feel like 20 years. My failure to win brought up new fears. That my children would believe all their lies. Their mother abandoned them to get high, and never even tried to write or call. The whole time they were hiding my cards. My folks would tell me the kids weren't home, or they were too busy to come to the phone. I was so desperate to get them back that I married a Southern Baptist man. He was so charming and silver-tongued, but would beat me daily for fun. I took the abuse because it appeared to be working. It was amazing waking up with them in the morning. After my third child entered the world, my parents and kids wanted to be with our girl, so their visits increased for a spell, until my ex-husband put me through more hell. I'd finally gotten brave enough to escape his abuse. He knew I still had something to lose. So he called the cops with an outlandish claim that I tried to kill myself with a razor blade. They destroyed my house searching for proof, finding nothing and ignoring the truth, allowing my ex to take her away. I haven't seen her since her 4th birthday. As if losing your children isn't bad enough, the cosmos added an extra special touch. Years of estrangement led me down a path of personal growth, self-awareness, and more spiritual crap, which has helped me heal and understand my purpose here and why life was so bad. In my birth chart, the stars have written that my mother wound needed more attention. So let's back the story up to my own birth, where my mother wound welcomed me to earth. My birth mother declared the wrong dad. I'm not stupid. The math doesn't add. I would have had to be 3 months premature. But at 9 pounds, 8 ounces, yeah, sure. Also, he was Chinese and I'm as pale as it gets. White hair, blue eyes, and porcelain skin. Of course, he knew I wasn't his, so he made her choose between me and him. The maternal grandparents took me with them until their near-death experience ended it. Off to my aunt's, where the decision was made to adopt me out and change my name. At 3.5 months, I was taken home to cover a debt that wasn't my own. My father taught me many valuable skills, while mother had me running for the hills. I'd play out in the creek where I was safe, to avoid being the brunt of her rage. I was too pretty, talented, and smart to ever win her envious heart. She blamed me for everything that went wrong, causing me to question my worth far too long. When my brother died at 18, she lost her mind, taking it out on me, then used his life insurance claim to steal my children and ruin my name. I've said this before, and I'll say it again. Whoever is in charge when my life ends better get somewhere and hide. Understand that I'm not letting this slide. No human should experience that much pain. Not in one lifetime. It's inhumane. But I guess it did what I was supposed to do, because I healed myself and now teach it to you. Hurt people, and healing people help people. Anyone can embark on a self-healing journey. It's not easy reflecting on the hurting. Though the healing is worth the work, you may feel alone, even with support. It's the hardest and bravest thing you'll ever do. Changing the world starts within you. This is my way of planting the seeds to heal from the wounds that didn't bleed, so we can make the world a better place for future generations to grow up safe.